7:52, we just heard from the governor. We want to continue our coverage in Brevard County with Amanda.
And Amanda, a possible tornado left damage in an RV park last night, right?
Suspected straight line winds or even a tornado caused significant damage to 5 RVs. You can see one of them right behind me here turned over, and you can actually see the water gushing from the water line on the roof of this RV. And folks here tell me that this weighs approximately 27,000 pounds. So you can only imagine the sheer force of the wind or possible tornado that could have done damage like this. Neighbor Bree over here was just telling me that you saw and heard everything last night when this came through. Describe what you saw.
We first saw our awning kind of coming down. It was ripping the fabric right off, so the bars were flying down. And the next thing you know, 2 seconds later, we see these campers just flip. And this one was on the pad right here, and it rolled and then rolled again. And then it knocked into this old man's camper on the end, and he was trapped inside. We can kind of walk around so you can kind of see that guy's truck.
Yeah, because the one on the other side is now upright, but it had flipped over, and there was an elderly man inside, and you and your husband knew he was in there. Tell me what your husband did next.
My husband went and grabbed his keys for his Jeep and ran over here, and he ratcheted onto one of the secure parts of the frame and pulled him back over so we could get to him, because the only way to get to the old man was by that door on the flip side.
Now, fortunately, he wasn't under any kind of heavy furniture, but I mean, he had just been flipped around upside down, and he was ultimately taken to the hospital. You said you could see that him being taken away on the gurney. How did he look to you?
He was looking around. He looked a little worried, of course, you know, but I'm just glad that he was okay and he was lucid and aware of everything. I just hope the injuries that he sustained are not critical or anything like that.
And the other problem that we're hearing about now is that a couple of these folks who owned these RVs that are clearly totaled at this point didn't have insurance.
Yeah, we think so. Unfortunately, you know, with times being so tight, you think, oh, insurance, I don't need it. You need it. It'll save you, especially if this is your home and, you know, you have everything in it.
And how are your kids taking it? I mean, you have young kids who saw and heard this storm come through.
My daughter keeps saying, they flipped, Mama, they flipped. And then my son keeps hugging me saying, I'm glad that we're all safe.
Just a really close call here for everyone. And of course, the National Weather Service is still going to make that final determination on what caused this type of damage here from Hurricane Debby. So they're in fact turning off the gas and tending to other utilities right now, because it is still an active scene here dealing with all of this damage. And we want to be sure everyone around here is safe, because they told us that the power and the water was turned off for the immediate RVs in here. So you're still just kind of waiting for everything to get back to normal.
Yeah, still just hanging out. You know, got to get ready for work, though.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm glad you're okay. And we'll be checking in later on throughout the morning. But for now, live in Cocoa, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.